I am Josh Russ Tupper.
My name is Nikki Russ Fetterman, and I am one of the fourth generation owners of Russ and Daughters. It's the first business in this country that actually bears the name and Daughters. Russ and Daughters was founded by my great-grandfather, Joel Russ. He arrived in America in 1907 from a small village in what's today Poland. He got his start on the streets of the Lower East Side selling schmaltz herring. It took him about 7 years to work his way up from that barrel of herring to a push cart, to a horse and wagon, and then finally a store. He had no sons, but he had 3 daughters, and all 3 daughters were made to work from a very early age. In the mid-30s, my great-grandfather actually made his daughters full partners in the business and changed the name to reflect that, and it became Russ and Daughters.
Well, the Russ and Daughters brand is mainly about tradition. Tradition to us is upholding what we do.
I realized that there was so much opportunity to not only maintain tradition, but to move it forward, to do new things. And so it posed a really great creative challenge that I realized I wanted to step up.
We innovate, but our ideal innovation is something that you, as a consumer or someone that shops in Russ and Daughters, would never notice.
Even though I grew up hanging around and helping out at Russ and Daughters, I was educated and encouraged to do whatever it was that I wanted to do. And I did spend about 7 years after college sort of checking all these different life paths and careers off of my list. You know, I started to really reconsider Russ and Daughters and see it in a whole new light. I thought about sort of what's happening, the plight of small independent businesses in our country, and you know what a loss it would be if Russ and Daughters wasn't around.
When I became of age, I was never involved in the business and never really had an inkling of getting involved in the business. I was a chemical engineer in semiconductors for 5 years in the Pacific Northwest, and the first idea I had of becoming involved in business was when my uncle was looking for his exit strategy when I was 26, and I started talking to him about leaving my career and coming back.
I also really enjoy the creative challenge that running this kind of business poses. This interplay between maintaining tradition and building upon it to move it forward. It's a constant dialogue and challenge. And I love the food. I mean, I get to eat this every day. What's bad about that?